foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, dummy pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Ay, 16 cars in my front yard. Ay, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, pass the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, 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 count it up. Ay, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me, cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board like I'm keeping score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, big numbers. 100 minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready to break.
3, March 43. Your track, your track.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Hard, hard. Shoot.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check, 43. Watch the screen.
From the 30 on second down, Griffin got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Now.
Griffin. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So into Pat's territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 36.
Let's bring it.
Watch that.
On first down, Grant. Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here, pushing through the contact. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
On second down, Michel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
It's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
Check 50, check 50. Switch, let's go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's caught. This is White. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down.
Hey, high 7.
Choose the mic.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't get ready.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Michel. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move? He made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
Roll out.
Tighten up.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That was shades of Tennessee Volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Rock it.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Pulled in at the 24. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Come on, set. 15, 1, 51.
Watch the shit!
A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught. And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to... Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. These two teams all tied after 1. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Griffin. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Undercut. Get ready.
Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
31 yards there and a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Go.
Running from the shotgun with Dre. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Choose the mic. Watch the out. Hey, Sam on. Go on.
From the 27, Griffin eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point safely through. And we got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll run it. This is Michel. And he works free. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Williams able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And that'll skip out of bounds inside the 20 at the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6-6, pull it high. 36.
Here's Griffin sliding out of the pocket. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey. Choose the mic. I'm coming. Ready?
This is Grant. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Mike 2.
I'm coming for you, son. Yep. Choose the mic.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Spar. Hard. No.
Now they'll throw it with Griffin. Flush to his right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Now a 1st down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down. The first carry for Josh Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here comes Grant on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
Ready? 8, read. Get that ball. Get that ball. Look, squeeze. Check 24.
Throwing now, Griffin on first down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Griffin. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. Hey, Charlie, go. Watch 2, watch 2, watch the curl, watch the curl. You're out. Check the backer. 5.
Out of the gun, Griffin. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. 2nd and 5. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and 5. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll throw now on the final play. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
They'll drop to throw. Incomplete, almost intercepted. They haven't picked him off yet. Would have been a great time for the first, but instead it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Fair. He's checking. Now. Hey, switch gears. Hey, Sam off. Go.
They're going to look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary can really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? And sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, watch the slant. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They'll run with Drake. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake. 98 yards. The Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Well, his first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Go!
Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick, there on the coverage.
But it's not been the best game for him, but he definitely tried to get by with a little help from his friend there, trying to create a big play.
Couldn't do it, fell incomplete. But you're right, hasn't been a banner game here in the second half, just trying to get going.
Big thing is trying to keep confidence up and continue to fire.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60 outlaw.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Check 43.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
Yeah. Hey, exit.
Choose the mic. Wild Bill. Mike 2. Watch 2. Pick it up.
This time, Griffin will throw. Flushed out right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Yep. 43 is the mic. Rip left.
Hey!
43 is the mic.
Bravo!
Back to throw here. That's out to his running back, Michel. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A big play there for New England. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Slam.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Hey, left 3.
Hey, Haywood! Snap!
Here's 2nd and 8. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
somewhere else.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Hey, Orbit.
43 is the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Fire.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Griffin escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Now. Watch 2. Watch 2. Hey, Delta. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Mike 2. Mike.
Let's go.
Here's Griffin. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 33. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range, and guess what? They've got
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Williams in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to fire one deep over the... And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are back within a single score.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Man, if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
You're not ready. Hey, Alpha. Now.
From the 25 on second down, Griffin steps away to his left. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Drake. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Looking to throw on second down. Griffin, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Oh, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Go, go. Mike two. Look at me. Go. You go fight.
Third and long. It's Griffin. Going deep here for Parker. He's got a man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Ready, set.
Watch out. Check.
Look. Squeeze. Let's go.
From the gun, it's Drake. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, exit. Mike two.
Who that? Choose the mic.
On 2nd and 9, Griffin, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and through. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Let's go.
Down.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you're
in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense has got it. And this is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point forthcoming. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've got to be still reeling from the events of a moment ago. What a turn on that last play.
You're knocking on the door. You're about to take it in. You think you're going to get some points on the board. Instead, you cough it up and watch them take it the rest of the way to the opposite end zone. That's a 2-score swing that you just gave up.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, Michel. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sony Michel, 52 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he'll get in for the 2 points, as that'll cut the lead down from 11 to 9. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the Dolphins are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
I got you, son. I got you. You're
You're out. Protein spill.
Back. 49, check 49.
Rock it.
Out. Under 10.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Drake, and he's going to get this inside the 30. A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the 4th.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Here we go. 30 base.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Get it.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, we got 4 down.
5.
Griffin down to a knee, and that should be the final act in this game. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that will give them a 12-point lead. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Dolphins, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for New England, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.